Hey, Shelley. So this is being recorded. So whenever you're ready.
Okay, here I go. Good morning, everyone. Hope everyone has electricity, safe, all that good stuff from that crazy storm last night. Um, my name is Shelley Goldman. I'm the local sales rep here with Home Warranty of America. I have been the local sales rep almost 18 years, believe it or not. And I want to give you guys some information, share help, educate you about home warranties, answer any questions, etc., etc. I'm very laid back, and so if you guys have questions, please come off mute, raise your hands, whatever you want to call it. I'd like to, answer any questions and help give you guys the best education that I can during this time. My general question is, you're talking to your buyers and sellers about the benefits of a home warranty? I guess that's my first ask. And you don't have to answer, but something to think about. And just to let you guys know, in 2011, home warranty was added to the PA, and lots of things have changed since then in the sense that a lot of agents are educating their clients about the benefits of a home warranty. And I personally can speak from personal experience because I've been a customer, not just a sales rep. I've had my furnace replaced, I had my air condition fixed, I've had my toilet replaced. So I can see the value of a home warranty. I'm going to visually block myself and just kind of, well, this isn't working too good. So um, I can share with you via email. Francis and Randy, I'll send that to you after this. I forgot to send it this morning. Um, but I have a PDF of our brochure. And the purpose of a home warranty is to help protect your buyers and sellers against the unexpected. One thing that makes Home Warranty of America the most unique home warranty company, and yes, barely can see it, but we're the only 13-month home warranty company. So your clients have an extra month of coverage. And let's kind of talk about the buy side. Um, in general, anyone can pay for the home warranty. It is, a lot of agents ask me, what if the sellers, don't include it? The buyer can pay for it. It's not required to come out of closing. They can pay outside of closing by check or credit card. Um, I want you, a lot of people, if you don't, I guess I didn't even ask, but if you don't know what a home warranty is, it's not homeowners insurance. We had a bad storm last night. It doesn't cover any damage from hail or anything like that. I want you to think of this as what a home warranty company covers. Think of the word over here. You see that word, the orange company. I want you to think of the word peach. This is what a home warranty covers. P stands for plumbing, E, electric, A, appliances, C and H are cooling and heating. That's kind of an easy acronym that you can educate your clients. We will fix and or replace appliances and systems. But the most important thing that I can educate you on for your buyers or sellers, we any home warranty company, but we do ask that everything be in proper working order and break down. So if it doesn't work, it's not going to be covered. Another thing, let's say your buyers are buying their, whatever home they're purchasing, and they get a home inspection. I get asked a lot about, are home inspections required? No, they're not required. But if on that home inspection it states that, the dishwasher has failed, that's a known pre-existing condition, and that would not be covered by the home warranty. And I always tell agents to negotiate with the listing agent to get that either fixed or replaced because it would not be covered. We're not going to fix what's already broken. Also, more of an education. Let's say your buyers close, September 1st, and they need to make a claim September 15th. We can certainly honor that, but a lot of times my claims department may ask for a copy of a home inspection just to make sure that it was tested and that it works. So I always encourage agents to get that. And if you don't want to make it contingent on the sale of the home, you can even do it after closing. You know, it's important to help protect your client's biggest asset. They don't want to, you know, after closing, their water heater, their furnace, their air conditioner fail, and they don't have the money to fix or replace it. We offer 3 different programs. We call them the Gold, the Platinum, and the Diamond. Each plan, it varies a little bit. The cheapest plan, lots of agents ask me what the cost is. The Gold plan is $475. It does not include the kitchen refrigerator, the washer dryer, rekey service, and premium coverage. The Platinum is our middle plan. It's $575 for that 13 months, and it includes everything the Gold plan did not include. And one of the things I had mentioned was rekey. Did you guys know that rekey service is available with the home warranty? All they have to do is make a claim after closing, pay a trade call fee, kind of like a deductible. It is $100, and we will send out a vendor to rekey the house. And it'll save you $300-$400 by doing it through the home warranty. The highest plan that we offer is a diamond plan, and that's $675, and that includes a lot of benefits, including code violations and permits. It includes one of the newest things we just added in 2024 that we never had before was increasing adding homeowners insurance deductible coverage up to $1,000. And the biggest thing I always like to say, it includes the removal of defective equipment. So if you have your furnace replaced, it's going to take out the old furnace. And that's what happened with me when I had my furnace replaced. So we do, if it's a condo or a townhouse, it's a little cheaper than a single family home. We also offer new construction, multi-year, duplexes, triplexes, fourplexes. I'm going to take a break because I know I've been talking a lot. Just to pause 1 second. Does anyone, I'll continue talking, but does anyone have any questions at this moment? You can put it in chat, raise your hand, come off speaker, whatever's easiest. No? Okay. So again, I don't know how many of you, have talked to your clients about a home warranty. I do a marketing material that I'd be happy to meet with you in person to give to you. Other than the brochure for your buyers, I have a buyer side, why you should buy a home warranty, flip side, selling a home, why you should sell, why you should get a home warranty. We also have seller's coverage. I have 10 cards. I have sign writers. This house includes a home warranty. All of this marketing material is free. I see a question. Hope asked me, are high-end appliances such as WIP and Sub-Zero covered? Yes, they are. And we do, that's a really actually good question. If they already have that high-end product, we're only going to replace it with a high-end product. We do replace at the same higher level. That high-end WIP or Sub-Zero coverage would not be like a GE or something like that. So thank you for asking that. If you have another, I hope that answers that, Hope. If not, let me know.
Say, Francis, is there a way to mute the extra noise?
Let me check. Jeremy, can you check where that might be?
Yeah, everyone's
It
on
could be
mute.
me.
Yeah, it could be Shelley's background.
Yeah, I have to apologize. I have a meeting right after this and I'm at a Caribou. And yeah, I apologize.
Oh, I didn't know. I sorry.
Did you guys get into the cost of the warranties yet?
Yes. The warranties range. The gold plan is $475. The platinum is $575, and the diamond is $675. And all of our plans are for 13 months of coverage. We
Perfect.
also do, yeah, thank you, Randy. we also do have add-ons that people can add on. Um, Everything from pool, well pump, septic system, water softener, reduced trade call fee for $35. One of our newer add-ons this year is you can, for $35, you can have a reduced trade call fee. So instead of paying $100 each time for claim, you pay $75. We do also cover sprinkler systems, that kind of thing. So we do offer 3 different plans. Like I wanted to say again, I'll try talking louder. Can everyone? I hope everyone can hear me okay. If not, I apologize.
The volume's okay. Yeah, we can hear
Okay.
you fine.
Okay. Sorry about the background noise at the Caribou. I will turn up my volume too, just to make sure. So those are the 3 plans and what you can do. A lot of agents will ask me, what happens if, my buyer says no, and 2 weeks later, a month after closing, they want a home warranty. You can add on coverage up to 60 days after closing. Everything does need to be in proper working order. So if something failed between those days 1 and day 30, you try making a claim because you added on, we don't cover pre-existing conditions. Yet anyone can add on a coverage after closing. I'm going to now talk a little bit about the seller's coverage. It's a tinge different, so I want to educate you about the seller's coverage. I think it's important to talk to your sellers about the benefits of having the home warranty during the listing period. I do, like I mentioned, have free sign writers that I can get to you if you need some. We do offer what we call free seller's coverage during the listing period. So this is important because no money is ever due until closing, and your seller has coverage. The big caveat is if that seller wants heating and cooling coverage during the listing period, they do need to add on our heating and HVAC coverage. That is an additional $50 to whichever plan that they choose. So for instance, if they did the diamond plan with the HVAC, instead of being $675, it'd be $725. And the coverage for the heating and cooling is up to $3,000. It is limited coverage, so it's not full coverage for the sellers. On all the coverages, it is limited. Yet it gives you peace of mind while I've had many sellers say, I'm glad I got the listing coverage, because what happens right before closing if something fails? That's why you want to protect your sellers. Also, it does decrease the post-sale liability. On the listing coverage, when you have a buyer, you would, email me, call me, whatever, text me, let me know, and I will update the home warranty, transfer it to the buyer, and the 13 months of coverage doesn't start until closing. So that buyer gets a full 13 months of coverage. And again, let's say 2 months after closing, their water heater fails or is leaking, then instead of coming after you, the seller, you can say, hey, we provided you with a home warranty. Please call Home Warranty of America. So it really helps you market your properties and helps to increase the value and the sale just by offering that to the buyer. Does
I'm
anyone
sure
have any?
I'm sure the warranty companies are the ones that came up with the numbers, but don't you have some stats that say something like if there's a warranty, a house sells for X amount more or something? There used to be numbers.
I remember that, Randy. I truly do. And unfortunately, no, I don't have the statistics, but it's probably got to be, I don't remember what it was. That was like 6, 7, 10 years ago that we had it in the brochure, but it definitely helps sell it. I don't have the exact percentage just because it is protecting the seller and that incoming buyer. But that's a really good question, Randy. I should look into that. So I could certainly let you guys know that. Any other questions about the seller's coverage? Okay, that's okay. I want to also educate you guys about a different, program with Home Warranty of America called HWA Actor. And what that is this is a program for any client that has closed 60 days ago or longer. I'll get to the chat question after this. I won't forget about your question, Amy. It's called HWA Actor. And how it works is as long as they closed 60 days ago or longer. So this is any past client. I don't even care if it was 10 years ago. You're keeping in touch with them. They can, it can be for family. It can be for friends. It can be for anyone who owns a home. But how it works is they contact me. They choose a program, gold, platinum, or diamond. They do have to pay by credit card. But what makes this nice is it is can be paid monthly or all at once. It goes into effect 30 days later. And it does need to be at that time that everything's in proper working order. And you, the real estate professional, you get $75. So that is a nice way just to keep in touch with your past clients and educate them. I'm going to look at the question. Can we request to have some brochures mailed to us? Oh, absolutely. I can mail it to you. I can email it to you. However, it's most convenient, Amy. Here, I am going to put in the chat my name. I'm putting in, excuse me, as I'm typing. I cannot multitask. I'm putting in my email address and my phone number. If you guys want, feel free, seriously, to call me if you have any questions afterwards. If you want to get together, coffee my treat. I'd love to talk to you more about the home warranty outside of this, get you the marketing materials. But yeah, I can actually absolutely mail you some brochures. I can meet you for a brochure, meet you in person and get you some marketing materials, anything that you guys need.
Shelley, I have a question.
Oh, hi, Gian. Oh, good to see you.
So, on the seller side, you said they can transfer it to the buyer, but it was limited. They're limited on certain things. So does that can the buyer also purchase it, or I'm not sure how
I'll
to.
explain that.
Yeah.
Thank you for asking that, Jihan. It's limited coverage in the sense that it's only up to $3,000. That's the limitations. We'll still cover everything as long, again, they have to add the heating and cooling. If they don't add it, it would be denied if a claim is made. But yes, it's limited coverage for the seller. When we transfer it to the buyer and they get the full 13 months of coverage, it's full coverage for that incoming buyer. It's only limited coverage in the sense of the dollar amount, but it's full seller's coverage for that, for the listing.
Okay, I get it.
Does
Thank
that make
you.
sense? No,
Yeah,
thank you for asking. Again,
yeah.
sometimes I'm so used to saying what I say that I appreciate questions, and that's what I'm here for. Please ask questions. I have one more. I am taking down your email, Oleg, or feel free to send me an email, and I can certainly send you some information. I do have via email, for just to let you know, the brochure, the HWA After for you and your clients, and the seller's coverage. So I have all of those 4 items as a PDF. Other questions that you may have. A lot of people ask me, why do I need a home warranty? I have Home Service Plus or XL or any of those kind of programs. Energy programs are very good, but I want to tell you the difference between that and a home warranty. A home warranty, we fix and or replace. We offer more than, maybe your furnace and 4 appliances. We have a whole list. We also cover plumbing and electrical. That doesn't cover it with Excel or Centerpoint. We also cover things like a trash compactor, garage door, the rekey that I mentioned for your buyer. So it brings more value to your buyers. Absolutely. Um, Also, like I had mentioned, we people say, well, I have homeowners insurance. Again, that covers things due to storms, fire, theft. That a home warranty, in the simplest terms, covers appliances and systems that are in the home or detached garage that break down due to normal wear and tear. Not because your child put something in the dishwasher, now it's not working. That's not normal wear and tear. I don't want to, I want to kind of be respectful of your time. Does anyone have other questions that what we don't cover? We don't cover windows. We don't cover foundation. We don't cover air exchangers. I do also want to point one thing out that it's in small print, but I find it to be very, very helpful, is we don't cover on boiler systems. I just had this email to me yesterday by an agent. We do cover boiler systems, but it's a lot less coverage. Instead of $5,000 worth of coverage, it is only up to $1,500. So it won't replace a whole system on the boiler system. It is less coverage. And that's kind of the same with any home warranty company. I think I have, do I cover the whole state? Actually, yeah. Home Warranty of America does cover not just the whole state of Minnesota. We are national home warranty company. I personally am the sales rep in the Twin Cities area. I do cover I cover Rochester, I cover St. Cloud area. Duluth, the Home Warranty of America does cover it. So yes, we are across country. We also cover Wisconsin and other states too. But that's a really good question, Janelle. Thank you for asking. And Oleg, I did write down your email address, so I will email you some information. If anyone else has more questions, please let me know.
I'll just let you ask you right now. Do you guys have? There used to be sign writers, I think, if the seller was offering a warranty, so people driving by would know.
Yep. I have lots of those. I do have sign writers for your listings. I do, and they're free. I have brochures. I have 10 cards if you're doing an open house. I have buyer seller benefit sheets you can put in your listing packets. I have seller's coverage. All of this marketing material is free. And that's why I did put in the chat my contact information. So please feel free to jot it down if you need me to email you something, or you'd like to meet, coffee my treat. I'd be happy to meet with you. And, my ask is please talk to your clients about the value of a home warranty. Educate
It's on our
them.
purchase agreements now, so it pops up.
Exactly.
So I think if we can get electronic copies of anything, we'll send them out to everybody. We'll post them on our
Okay.
internet
Okay.
as resources.
And Randy,
that way, they can download them as they want.
Yeah, and I apologize. You'd asked me for that, and I totally blanked it out. So I apologize. What I will do is I have a meeting at 9:30 here at this coffee shop, but after that, or even before, Randy, I'll send that to you and Francis, so that you can share it with everybody on the
Perfect.
team.
Okay. Well, if you want to get going with that background and their meeting's coming up in a couple minutes, we'll let you off the hook.
Okay.
Unless
well,
anybody's got anything quick.
Yeah. Does anyone have any last questions? Otherwise, I just want to take this opportunity, Randy, Francis, thank you very much for having me. I appreciated everyone's time and wishing everyone a wonderful day. Thank you so much.
Okay, see you later. Bye,
Thanks,
Shelley.
Shelley.
Thank you,
Bye.
Shannon. Oh, thank you, Shannon.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you, Gian.
Shelley's been around a while with this same warranty company, and so it's been since I've been in the industry. She's popped up, and she's actually supported a couple of our events. I don't know, now that home warranty is on the purchase agreement, it becomes a topic all the time anyway. So I figured I'd give everybody a resource. I get a call probably twice a month asking, where to go for a warranty, and we just usually, Bonafe's a local company too that offers warranties, but there's just about 4 or 5 if you Google them on the internet. If anybody has any questions about the NAR ruling, I wanted to bring up a couple things. So what happened over the last week is I had a few questions. Let me see if I can see who's on this call. Well, one thing I want to let everybody know is that co-op commission form, that form, I'm going to allow you guys to sign that. You don't have to send it in. You can. We're responding to them pretty quick. But if you're in an offer and, if you have a listing and, you have somebody asking what it is, you can sign it on behalf of the broker for me. It says broker because that's like whoever drafted the form. Basically, they know that the MLS cooperative agreements are between brokers. And so they wrote the word broker there. And then I think in parentheses it says licensee. So I'm going to let anybody sign those and don't have to worry about sending them to us and getting them back. But I want to kind of reiterate what the instrument's used for. I don't know why they even require a buyer broker signature on it, because in the MLS, the listing agent used to go in there and put 2.5, 2.7. And now because there's nowhere for the MLS to police that a broker entered that, they're asking the listing brokers to fill out that form. I don't understand why it's like we need to acknowledge that we received it. As long as the listing broker puts it out there, it's like a unilateral offer, so whatever their co-op is what's going to be on the form, and that's what we're going to get. And then it's our job to use the purchase agreement to get any additional income that might not be enough to represent the buyer contract on that form. All right. So, I mean, finding out what the listing broker is offering and trying to fill out that form as a buyer's agent, you can do that. But I'd say it's more important to say, I want to see your form if you have it, or, just asking agents, what are you offering for the co-op, and then trusting that that form is going to come out. You probably want to try to get it before you're done negotiating and wrapping up your purchase agreement. It really stinks because, the agent can't just put it as a supplement in the MLS or something. So we do have to go hunt it down and call the brokerage and ask what that listing has and look on their internet page and all that stuff. So it makes it harder right now. I don't know if we'll ever be able to recapture some of the practices we did before, but it's like, this is almost kind of ridiculous. But so you guys can sign that form. Somebody had called me with a scenario about this. I think the key thing that I get is people asking what to write on the purchase agreement. And so I told a handful of people that they said, well, yeah, the agent said that the form exists and it's 2.7, but they haven't produced it. And I was like, well, if you want to write in the purchase agreement that 2.7, and then the next line that says, in addition to any co-op, just strike it out, run a line through it. So I'm hoping that that is a good solution to this. Now, I don't have warranty here. I mean, internet. So I had to use my cell phone and I really can't see the chat box. I don't know if anybody is on here, can hear me, or has any questions.
Hey Randy, I've seen some, like reverse prospecting, they send you email and stuff. Some of the agents start putting the co-op on there.
Uh-huh.
And the form that where do we find that form?
That co-op form is in the MLS.
Is in MLS? Okay.
Yeah. It's probably not in residential real estate docs because the MLS drafted that form. So it's probably in the MLS docs area.
Okay. Thank you.
So people are attaching it to their emails when they reverse prospect, huh? Or they're just writing what they co-op?
Yeah, yeah.
Huh. And that's through the MLS feed.
No, just the maybe. I'm
Yeah, I
not
don't
sure.
know. If it's through the MLS feed directly, I'd have to see if that one's gonna get. If anybody wants to try that, I'd recommend Rules and Regulations. It's just kind of there from, I don't know, whatever their hours are, 8 or 9 to 5 o'clock, and they usually just pick up the phone and you can ask them any question like that. Because if it's the MLS feed that's going back to agents about the property criteria, then I'm not so sure that those people will probably potentially get a fine really quick here. I'd probably double check if you want to try to do that. Did anybody
Yeah.
have any other scenarios on the purchase agreement that, popped up? Because I thought I had one more, and I did write on our Facebook page. I'm trying to just take the scenario, like the question I got, and then put the answer. So
Hey
that if
Randy,
anybody checks our Facebook. Yeah.
I got one. An agent asked me regarding posting of bonus to agents on the MLS. So we checked with North Star MLS. They wouldn't allow it as well. So you can't just write like there's $1,000 bonus to the agent on top of the co-op on agent remarks. So I think that's something we have to find a location where we can put that too.
Yeah, but bonuses were ruled out, I thought. So you have to change it to a dollar fee total or a total percentage. Did you ask them that?
Yeah, they said we can't mention it.
Right. So I don't think you can mention a bonus anyways. You just have to change the
Yeah.
commission. The payout
Yeah,
to
I
either a
guess.
flat dollar or a percentage. So that instead of a bonus, I believe we have to just increase the payout.
I see.
I
Yeah.
think, yeah, Bob just asked. That's what I'm saying is I don't need to sign. You guys are in charge of your own commissions. So I guess that was kind of the point I was making too. Is just double check what you're getting paid, and as long as it's acceptable to you, it's your business. Then I don't need to sign it. Just make
Yeah,
sure
so
that you
long.
have the right documents to assure that you're going to get paid.
Yeah, and account for the admin fee.
Right. Yeah, that should be on your seller contract anyways, or the buyer contract already. So just call me if you're concerned about a pay, so we can make sure everything's drafted right if that's an issue. But I don't need to sign the stuff for you. Well, okay, so we got Shelley together on warranties. I hope everybody has at least another resource for home warranties and understands when they're used. They're on the purchase agreement, so they come up more often. If I have another, I guess, scenario to run by, so I realized the other day that I don't need to sign all these agreements, and that I was wondering how you guys are using them. Like, I think if you're just trying to write it up every time you write an offer, I would say the idea is that the listing agent is supposed to be telling us what they're paying out and providing that form for you. By the time you're writing an offer, hopefully you'd have some communication maybe, and they would have emailed it to you. And so, you can always write it with your offer, but I think, putting it on the purchase agreement and striking out that next line works too, because then, they'll say, oh, sorry, I couldn't get you the co-op form. Here it is. Let's just strike this off the PA now. It's that easy. So it's just wanted to show you guys a way to get it done. I think next week we got a contract for deed company that can help buyers in a pinch. I got to see exactly what they've got going on. They probably get an override. I'm sure the person needs money down or whatever, but they do contract for deeds and things like that. And I think I'm going to line up. There's been some short sale stuff lately. I might bail somebody out of a transaction here by the end of the week when the sheriff's going to kick them out on Friday. So I'm trying to do some math and decide, but it was something that somebody could have short saled if they had time before. And I had that law firm, if you guys remember, about a year ago, we had that law firm up and they negotiate short sales. So I'm going to have them up again here in a few weeks so that they can explain the process and how those short sales work and what's required to negotiate with the bank and things like that. Anybody got any questions about the industry? Otherwise, I guess we'll just cut this off early. I don't have regular power, so we got my cell phone going here. Something's up with the internet from last night's rumble. Maybe it happened this morning's, but I'm just sitting here using my cell phone, so I would mind getting off if everybody's good. If nobody or pops up with anything to say, I think we'll just.
I had a quick question about that the co-op concession that you said on the PA, the way that's written. Can you repeat what you said there? You're saying that we don't need to fill out the form if we fill out that section, correct? Because I understood it to be the buyers would be or the seller would be responsible for that commission then.
Well, yeah. So basically, yeah, there's a lot of people are signing both, and that's creating a problem because it holds the listing broker responsible to pay because they gave you the co-op form, and then it holds the seller responsible to pay because that's what the purchase agreement says. So in theory, buyer's agent can come back and get paid twice. But that next line after that on the purchase agreement, it says comma, and then it says in addition to any money paid by the co-op, by this listing broker, whatever it says there. And so if somebody strikes out that line in addition to it, then it kind of clarifies what everybody's expecting, that it matches up to that form. So
I see.
ultimately,
Thank you.
yeah, it was kind of a way like if an agent's not getting the form out to you to bring it to make it a conversation, who was it? Well, either way, he he was worried like the agent might have been trying to, just put him in a position where he wouldn't get paid because the agent kept saying, I have it, I'm telling you what it is. Don't write anything on the PA. Well, then he's kind of stuck, thought he'd be in a position where he might not get paid, but you're going to have to trust them people to some point, that agent finally, after like 4 hours, it popped up in his inbox. So, if somebody says the payout, I suppose you go with it. It's just by the time you're done negotiating, you probably want to get that form. Hopefully these agents are more proactive to get it to us up front.
Randy, I
Thank
wonder
you.
if that could be an ethics
welcome.
issue.
I don't know.
To cross out the line, you're saying might be an ethics issue?
No, an agent not getting the form timely or something like that. Right
No,
now,
I
it's
mean,
not an ethics issue.
if they didn't have the form signed and then it closed and then they don't pay out, but they
Yeah,
verbally said that, well, it's a 2.5 payout and you trusted them and you totally missed the form. Can you go through ethics to try and go after that 2.5?
yeah, you could. So as long as you guys have an email or something in writing from a place instead of the form, the attorney team told me that if an agent at a company emailed and said, "Hey, we're paying out 2.6 or something like that," then that would be considered legal correspondence, and basically the MLS might just look at this as force the broker to pay, and then otherwise, you got the old code about being honest and dealing with other agents and things like that. But as long as verbally, I don't think that's really smart. As long as you could get somebody to text or email, it would. Email would be best. You got to email with a signature line, and they're a representative of that brokerage. That's what they told me on the legal hotline. So then you can take that in writing and go, the MLS would help you get paid. But let's just keep getting the forms signed and getting PAs done, and then if anybody has a scenario, just give me a call back. I think Amy had a question here. Give me a second.
Amy, can you clarify an example of what? Sorry, I think you might have had that question earlier. Oh, okay. So an example, Jeremy, do you have the screen? Can you show up? Can you show a PA lines 418, 420?
Let me see.
Randy, Amy was asking for an example of the lines, what it says. So I'm having Jeremy open up a form to share. But basically,
Yeah,
Amy,
why don't you read
it's
off what Damon said too there?
okay. Yeah.
David's just mentioning that Open Door is offering seller concessions in their
Yeah.
yeah, read it. I got something going on there.
Yeah. Damon says that Open Doors is offering sellers concessions in case anyone doesn't want to call and get the runaround.
If he pulls up this PA, that's great. You know, it's on there if anybody wants to look at it. You know, if you don't want to wait for us to pull it up, there's not going to be much more content on the call. So you're welcome to jump off if you want to. But if Jeremy pulls it up here, we'll have it shown on the screen in a second, and then we'll probably end up in the call. Unless anybody has anything to say or ask.
Yeah,
Heck
for
of a
like
storm last night.
for our company website, is there any possibility that at some point, we'll either have, because since the MLS won't allow us to do it on their website, is there a way to put new, like if somebody clicked on X property, would there be a way to attach PDFs to that to where then another agent, for instance, could always see, because then you could do one of those broker co-ops on there that they could pull up, for instance, and even then possibly have a whole different section that an agent could explain, if there's anything special going on with it that we can't divulge via the MLS.
Well, wait, so that's a good thing. So Francis, make a note to Patrick to add that to the Zoom ticket. Ask him if it's possible to upload a PDF to a listing. I don't think it's gonna be, but what we
I
have
don't
right
think it
now
is
is
at this point. I just thought maybe it'd be something that we could do in the future that other brokerages might copy.
yeah, that'd
I'm
be
sorry.
cool. So what we got going on though is a ticket open with them that has a page right now. If you go to our website, it says NRG co-op info on a link. And the properties are supposed to display whatever the agent got agreed to for the co-op. However, Lofty's tech support team is finding out why their system isn't letting it show. They've been working on it for a few days. They offered the feature. They rolled it out like 3 weeks ago, saying, "Hey, we got this all solved for broker co-op." But agents, when they go there, aren't seeing it right now. But at least we got that going. So at some point here, they can go to our website, go to Energy Co-op, and go and see the data. That PDF would be really cool because it'd almost be like having the supplement in the MLS, right? Where you don't have to get it out to your agents, buyers reps. That'd be awesome. I mean, I should take a look at actually. I mean, I got a guy in India, and we could put up a page. I'd have to think about it. It's a pretty good idea because then they don't have to call a live person to get it.
Thanks, Randy.
Yeah, I'm thinking about it here in my head. So I'm going to follow up on this because it sounds like a simple way to just show people in the MLS. We can send them to our website already. That's legit. So then if they go to our, I mean, in the yeah, we send them to our website. Then we send them to a link, and there's the PDF. We're done. That'd be great. So thanks for bringing that up. I guess I will follow up on it. It's going to cost me money, but I think I could probably have it made for not a lot. I think we'll follow up with Sweet Assistant and Lofty.
Even if you throw it out there at other places, because I know I've worked at different businesses and stuff that fronted the extremely costly expense towards stuff, and then other people are able to back off of it, to where even if it became something where you threw it out at a bigger brokerage where they did it first, they paid the big expense, and then where everybody's able to copy suit afterwards.
Yes. Gosh, I have a guy that actually was rebuilding websites to mimic Lofty. I think he ran into some health issues after it was almost built. I've been working with him for 20 years, and he's got a crew of people out in India. So our old database was built by them, and we just decided to go to Suite Assist because I found out that all these other brokers were using it and collaborating and giving ideas, and then it was evolving better than mine. So, there were more people using it. But then I kind of came back and told them why we left abandoned the site. And, I paid probably 15 grand or so over a decade. And, I didn't have monthly recurring costs except for server hosting. But he asked, why we didn't use it specifically. And I just told him that. And so he came back and I let him look at Lofty and all these things. And I said, if you want to redesign websites so I can give agents free websites or almost free, we're going to open up certain features for like $10, but I bet I could get something going. There it is. So let's just, if anybody wants to see the example of this, it's that last line on this sentence. And there are some teams that do a lot of sales that brought this to me, and they were striking out that line. So I thought that was a good idea.
So a common question with this form here is that you put in a co-op form, and then you put, like you say, put 2.7 in a co-op form, and then you put 2.7 here. You need to read this last sentence here. It says this amount is in addition to the listing broker's offer of cooperating compensation, if any. So you're technically going to get paid twice if you have a co-op form. So this is like one of the most common questions I've been getting, because some agents have been asking me, why are they asking me to do an amendment on removing the co-op or something, because they filled this out here.
Yeah, I mean, everybody's learning, so this will be just fine after 2-3 transactions, but
Yep. Yeah, just mentioning, yeah. And if you strike out this last sentence, then you don't need to do the co-op form.
Well, the co-op form is just that instrument that's there, so we might as well get it. The MLS designed it specifically in lieu of what we used to put in the MLS as listing brokers.
Yeah, it seems a little counterintuitive to cross out with those lines, because it seems like this is specific to a circumstance where the seller would be paying as a part of the purchase agreement if they didn't agree to any broker co-op compensation outside of that, right?
Right.
That's what this was designed for, right?
Yes, that's what this is designed for.
Yeah.
So that's why I really like Dennis's idea of having the PDF available for agents to get, because like the agent called me Friday night or whatever. He's like, she's not getting me the form. I'm like, don't worry about it. She said she's going to get it to you. She's probably going to get it to you. But I understood, the concern. I mean, it's kind of legitimate.
Maybe for our practices, we could start including that form in with the supplements, or is that not allowed either? Because
No,
that
you
would be
can't do that
technically
either.
information on the MLS. I see. Okay.
Yeah. So when they are sent to us, I thought we were going to have a Dropbox folder to just hold them in when we sign them, so that if somebody called and asked for one, we could tell them the amount. But so far it hasn't really been a problem, but I just wanted to bring up what was happening over the last week. So, I mean, at the end of the day, if somebody writes it on there, you strike it out. So yeah, call the agent and ask what the compensation is. Well, thanks, Dennis, for that suggestion. I think I'll try to follow up on it. I guess everybody have a good week. 9:50. Yeah, I'm hoping my regular internet gets restored soon. But
thanks, Randy.
Yeah, my cell phone works, so give me a buzz if anybody has any questions. Have a good afternoon.
Yeah, thanks, everyone. Bye.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.